back, everybody. Today is February 2nd. We have made it through our polar vortex. Which, I'm not liking these polar vortexes. So in this last blast of cold air that a lot of the northern states experienced, Ohio wasn't as bad as some, but it was insanely cold for 3 days. So we had negative temperatures between -6 and -10 below, and wind chills close to the 30 below, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's too cold. You can't do anything. You walk outside and your face freezes. So needless to say, I have not been on the Spyder. Last night I went to bed and it was I don't know, like 9 degrees, and it's, I don't know, 35, 38, almost 40 degrees. The sun's out. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm out for a ride. And since we've had just this fresh pack of snow and it's so cold, I'm not gonna stay close to the house, but I'm gonna take it nice and easy, because not only do they throw a lot of salt on these smaller back roads, but they throw a lot of grit down, and I don't want to come into a corner just a little too hot and the corner just be completely full of grit and I don't make it out the other end. That wouldn't be good. But I am literally, to get to this road, I'm like, I don't know, 2 minutes from the house. I go up over a hill and turn left and I'm home. So when I first got my first Can-Am Spyder, which was a 2012 RS, and I brought it home, and the wife and I had been talking about the motorcycle. She only went on one ride with me, and it was literally 2 blocks. And why am I in 5th gear? And I literally hated it, to be honest with you. So we started talking about getting a Can-Am Spyder. And I might have reacted a little quicker than what she was thinking, but it was something that we could do together, and she really enjoyed the motorcycle ride, because it was instant freedom, I believe, for her, is how she explained it to me. So we got the Can-Am Spyder, and I rode it for a couple days, just to kind of get used to the handling, and she's like, well, let's go for a ride, we got it to go for rides. So this was the road that we took our first ride on, 2 up. And it was before I really knew too much about Can-Am Spyders. I knew they were 3-wheeled machines, and they had analog brakes and traction control and stability control, and all of that kind of stuff to keep them safe. But I didn't realize that I was really new to motorcycling, to having a Can-Am Spyder, so I didn't realize I had to adjust the preload for the weight. So this RS was, out of the box. It wasn't even set for my weight. And we're 2 up on it coming down through here. And that thing just felt like it was laying over in the turns. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is horrendous. So we did this road, and it's not a difficult road, but it's a beautiful road to ride. And I got back and I kind of shook my head, and I wasn't sure. I didn't want to tell her that I was white knuckling that whole ride. And then I don't know how it came to be. I don't know if I was talking with a guy at work, watching YouTube videos, reading through the owner's manual, or what it was, but it was pretty obvious on the front that we had to put a little bit more preload in it to make it a little stiffer. So we cranked that up all the way. We found the adjustment on the rear, And we brought that up almost all the way too. It was, I had one, I probably should have taken it all the way, but see all that grit? You just jump on the gas. A lot of grit on this road. So we gotta take it nice and easy. So, you know, after we got some preload in it, and I got used to how that Spyder handled. You know, we would go out on little rides, and I mean, I'm talking little rides. Maybe 30 miles at first, and we would stop, you know, in 15 minutes and get off, and whoo, you know, that was a nice ride, and let's take a break. See, we don't get a lot of sun back here, so we're going to take this one super easy. You know, so that's how we started. Welcome back, everybody. That's it. VSS fault. Limp home mode. Huh. Pull over up here, and this is what I do anytime I have any type of fault. First, I enjoy the beautiful scenery. I'll be back, everybody. Sorry about that, had a telephone call. So all I did is I shut the Spyder off. I walked around, I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Let's see if it resets. It's saying ABS fault. I don't think we're going to reset. Nope. Oh. Okay. So we have reset that. We just have a check engine light on. So if there's a physical issue that's a safety related item, power steering, stability, engine light went out, anything like that, what I've learned with a Can-Am Spyder is it will go into a limp home mode. I've had it happen many times. I mean, I was just in limp home mode here. If you have an issue with, I had a map sensor go bad, so it just reads the load on the motor. Manifold absolute pressure is what it stands for, so when you accelerate, the vacuum in the motor drops, it senses a load, it knows that you're giving it more gas, it looks at the throttle position sensor, it knows, you know, you're on the gas. And that's how it calculates fuel and all that. So if you have an issue with a sensor to the motor, you can just have a check engine light come on, and it won't go into limp home mode. This thing feels weird. It's not getting into corners very well. It's kind of twitchy in the rear. And with the check engine light on, it very likely won't go into limp home mode. It will just have a check engine light, and whatever is the issue, but it'll let you get home. But if you have a safety related issue with anti-lock brakes or the power steering, it will kick into limp home mode. And sometimes they're just a random little thing. like I said, I've never had any type of issues with this. So it's basically you shut it off, you walk around the Spyder, make sure everything looks okay, and start it back up, and then nice and easy, take away, drive off, and it's completely reset everything. So what I'll do tonight is I should be able to pull codes out of here. I've never had to do it on the F3, so I'll have to look at that. And then on Spyder Lovers, there's a guy that came up with Spyder Codes, and I do believe it's an app. And then you can go through, and whatever code it kicked, you can then kind of do a self-diagnostic to see, you know, where you need to start to look. So this is the first time this thing has ever done anything like that. And you know, I don't want to say I'm not concerned, because I'm on this thing too much. But you know, it's a beautiful day, and I'm going for a ride, and I'm not turning around, to be honest with you. I would have done the walk around with you, but had a telephone call that I had to get to. And I'm just going to go for a ride, and I'm just going to feel it out. And I'm not going to do anything stupid, and enjoy the rest of my ride, because it's too nice of a day to go home.